morning, everyone. Welcome to Open Hands Garden. I'm really honored that Beth has asked me to spend a few minutes and share with you some of what's going on now in the garden. Before we start, though, I'm sure there's a question out there about why is the garden still active? But we are basically functioning as an essential activity in support of Open Hands Pantry, as well as members of the St. John's community that are in need of food. We have 4 people that are working here on a regular basis as individuals, never more than one of us at one time. We are trying to practice safety as best we can. We have sanitizer, we have disinfectant. We are working as individuals, communicating via text and email, and so far it's been working out pretty well. I have to say that it's been a great team to work with. I'm really proud of the team, and some of our results are pretty good right now. So as I said, we're in the hoop house. This is Friday morning that we're recording, and outside temperatures are barely 40 degrees. Right now we're standing in roughly 65, 70 degrees, quite a substantial change. And as far as the hoop house itself, this is kind of a significant anniversary for us. We just passed 1 year since the hoop house was constructed, and as many of you know, we had nearly a 2-year journey for us to get here, and it's been a pretty steep learning curve for myself and the members of the steering committee, but I think we've done in this first year a pretty good job. We just recently cleaned out all of the crops that we planted last fall that wintered over, like kale, collards, lettuces, spinach, beets, carrots, and with the help of Beth Bingham, those were distributed to several families in the area in need of food. And within the last couple of weeks, we've been really busy switching over to the more typical summer crops. We have tomatoes in now. We have some zucchini, peppers under cover here, cucumbers. We keep them covered, especially when we have the cold nights like we've had the last couple nights, to try to hold any warmth that builds up during the day. And over here we have a really good stand of kale and collards. These were actually planted in February and just had their first harvest within the last week. So pretty much the entire hoop house is switched over now to warm weather crops. And the main objective now is to try to keep them well watered. And as the temperatures rise, we ventilate by rolling up the sides and then rolling down at night to keep the heat in. Now let's step outside to the raised beds. Again, within the last week, a lot of activity out here. All of the raised beds have now been planted with lettuces, kale, collards, the more typical spring type crops that are somewhat cold resistant. But we still try to cover them until the new seedlings are able to get themselves established. And a good example of what you would see on the other covers here is a pretty nice stand of spinach and red leaf lettuce that was just planted here within the last 2 days. And we have our herb bed on the end, which is, those are all perennial, and they now are really starting to come into their own. So that's a quick tour of what we've got going on. If you're interested at all in joining us in the rotation, give me a call, drop me an email. Be happy to talk with you about how you might fit in. And also, if you know somebody that is in need of food, or you yourself are in need of some fresh produce, let us know and we could probably work something out. So thanks, and I really enjoyed spending the time with you.